Good morning mga kajajan. Actually, I'm going to bath and I am so motivated in what I heard in the Spotify having that podcast thing. And I said to myself that why shouldn't I try that one? Trying to speak my mind and just flow my emotions and the rest. I don't know if this is going to be work, but I love speaking and like what the speaker on podcast tell to herself that she is a scattered mind person, and yes, I'm that kind of person as well. I have to point out things and later on I'm discussing different things and different story from what I really wanted to tell. And I don't know, this is my first try. So if you're wondering why there's no video in my YouTube channel, it's because I wanted to try another way to express myself because I really wanted to be heard. And maybe because when I'm a child, I don't heard a lot. I want to talk and talk and talk, but no one actually listens. Maybe I am heard, but not listen to it. So for the first try of my audio, I don't know what to call this, but I want to tackle about the power of silence. And this action is actually a product of it. I'm just alone in the house and my dog is not barking. That's why I have a time to think. So what comes to my mind is, or are, what silence brought to human being, and why it was written in the Bible actually that in silence you will meet God. If you are familiar with that line. So for me personally, this is my personal opinion. What is the power of silence? Is the first one is we know ourselves, knowing oneself in particular. It is time for us to actually reflect on what kind of human being are we become in ages it comes to us. What kind of person are we in terms of our decisions, in terms of our relationship with others, like that. So that is the first one. In silence, we are able to know and encounter our own self. I have this chance to actually speak to myself, and of course, I am also the one who are speaking to. And it's not a conversation, but I can tell that there is knowing, there is new ideas, and you're going to be amazed of the power of silence that telling you that this is who you are. This is the person that brought about or brought by your choices in life. Yeah. Second one, silence make us redirecting our plans. I don't know if you actually experience the same thing when I say redirecting our plans. When you have already planned something for yourself and then in silence you talk to yourself, knowing yourself, and then you change your plan. That it was a moment where you realize that this is what I really wanted. This is really the path that I wanted to go with, and that is brought about by silence. And the third one is, like I mentioned a while ago, that in silence you meet God. The third one is knowing God's plan. You know yourself, you direct yourself into your plan within. In sometimes that you are talking to yourself, having this kind of silence, you just realize that your plan is not God's plan. And this is brought by reflection. And it was nice knowing that you are not far from God's expectations about your life. And you can say that the human being that you are right now is a human being that God wanted you to be. So, you see, it's the power of what we call silence. Sorry if there are grammatical error, but this is a spontaneous speaking. What out of my mind, I just speak to you. And hopefully you got something from me. Yes, so thank you very much for listening. If there is someone who actually listening, but once in a while it's good that you have your cup of coffee in silence plate in the silent place where you realize many things. Yeah, so that's it. Good morning, everyone. And thank you for listening. Till the next one. God bless.